Farming is an honorable profession. It is hard work and oftentimes a thankless job. Building a farm business can be difficult, but building a resilient local food system has become increasingly important. For one local Kingston farmer with a different business model, a different and unique way of growing is proving that small-scale farming may be one solution.
All my life, I wanted to be a farmer. I was part of my life, I grew up in the country. A larger part of my life, I was in the city, moving around a lot. But I had these early memories of being in the countryside and walking around outside with my dog and being in the garden. And I always wanted to get back there my whole life. So I bought a farm, I started a farm, and I got to work.
After years of perfecting her skills and her business model, Tamara went from farming in a rural setting to an urban setting. Instead of growing on her farm and bringing her produce to sell in the city, she literally moved the whole farm to the city. Collective Joy is a new indoor, year-round farm right in the heart of downtown Kingston.
I specialize in microgreens, herbs and edible flowers, and then I have a line of plant-based food made from that fresh produce. The great thing about this space is I grow it all right here, then I prepare the food right here, and then I sell it right here, or I go to local restaurants, I go to farmers markets, I go to events, and I sell it there. So it's all a very, very small radius of travel, transportation, everything's really fresh. So it works really well. I've only been here a month and the response from the community has been amazing.
Collective Joy is, I feel like, what we've been missing from our diet at home before. Getting to have those vegetables so close to home is wonderful.
I feel like it's really important for us to shop local when we can. It's really amazing too, in winter there's not a lot of choices for seasonal products. And the fact that she's growing inside means that we can have greens and edible flowers and microgreens all year round.
We need more small farmers who are providing high-quality food on a local level so that we can withstand things like supply chain interruptions and the various things we have experienced in the last few years. If we have a good local food system with many producers being supported by people on a local level, we will have a stronger food system overall, no matter what happens globally.
It's different. It's more accessible. It's closer to community organizations, schools, it's closer to other businesses. So the potential for collaborations literally goes up overnight. The second I got here, I had so many requests for different kinds of collaborations, and that's how I run my business. I look at it like a collaborative growth opportunity in terms of working with other businesses, community organizations, because my mission, the whole point of this, is to do my part to increase access to fresh food. That's all I'm really trying to do here. And I am doing it every day in my way. And hopefully in the future, I can do it in a larger way by sharing what I've built with other people.
It really is the new way of farming. Because if you think about it, how many people in the world now live in an urban setting, and there's less rural property used for farming. And, you can control a lot of the climatical conditions indoors that you can't do outdoors. It really is a different way of farming.
The growing season is very short in Canada compared to many parts of the world. But with a business model like Collective Joy, you could grow year-round and grow nutrient-dense food in literally any indoor space. It could be done in any city, in any underused space, anywhere in the world.
I honestly see the potential for something like this on every street corner. Maybe it'll take 50 years to get there, but why not? If we can have a Becker's store or we can have a gas station, why can't we have a family-operated small farm on every street corner in every city in the world producing fresh food for their neighbors? It's so fun and it's so good and it's so possible. If I can do it, anyone can do this. It takes dedication, hard work, know-how, but now there's more and more information available online. I offer consultations. I have a strong business model here that I hope to share in the future. I think there's definitely a future for this. I think it's, like I said, one thing that's needed out of many solutions. It's a very, very complicated system. What we can grow here is limited to fresh greens, some herbs, some flowers, things like that. We're not on a scale to do tomatoes and the kinds of things, but what we can offer is nutrient-dense greens year-round. And that's valuable.
Microgreens are especially suited for indoor growing on a small neighborhood farm scale. Indoor growing is great as it uses very little inputs, very little growing medium, small amounts of water, and you don't need heavy equipment. There is a place for lots of solutions we need right now for food, and this is one of them.
People love it. They see the plants growing. They can't help themselves. They come in. They want to know what's going on. They want to see what's happening in here because it's different. And because they see life, they see plants, they see the word farm in the middle of the city. They're curious. And as far as I know, this is the first of its kind anywhere.
You see people walking past the windows here, and they look in, and they'll then turn around and come back in and say, "What is this?" You can see that what they do is they look in and they go,
For WPBS Weekly, I'm Gail Paquette.